Beautiful people, thank you for joining me. It is another episode of the Ignite Your Purpose Show podcast vlog where I, Mr. Sexy, Mr. Amazing Voice, for those who can't see me, hear me, I'm talking longevity daily, longevity through a healthy lifestyle. And this show is going to be all about what I'm about to preach, man. Longevity through a healthy lifestyle. It is a mix of the mental, physical, and spiritual knowledge, something I've deemed the mind, body, soul trifecta. Every day, baby, I'm trying to be better than I was yesterday. And I'm taking daily occurrences that happen in my life. And through the last 10 years of my life, I've studied with some amazing teachers, mindfulness, Soto Zen, all these mind practices and other things. And I am trying to elevate myself through these teachings in my day-to-day life. Because shit happens, man, every day, all day, right? And I think the universe puts some of these things in there for us to better ourselves, for our own higher self, for our own elevation and our purpose. And something I've learned in the dojo as of late is, and I just started really noticing this maybe in the last couple of years, to be honest, is when we do these circle sharings, right? Everybody has a different problem, but that problem relates to everybody. Does that make sense? So if Bob's talking one thing, Susie, it has nothing to do with Susie, but Susie learned something. It's this shared sense of, osmosis learning. It's an amazing thing. It's just something I've come into lately because, we don't have the same problems, but it does relate. So I'm trying to spit that knowledge back to you guys. And I just appreciate you guys. So that's that. I've been talking a little bit lately about being in and out of the hospital, had some broken ribs. I'm not really a hospital go guy, so it's been a hot minute since I've been there. I had to go the last couple of days. They wanted to take x-rays, and they didn't want to take x-rays. They want to make sure nothing was hurt organ-wise, all these things, right, which is awesome. First thing I noticed, the first day was immediate pushing of, drugs to relieve my pain. Now, I don't know if I have a high tolerance. I mean, I'm definitely in pain, but I think that I can handle the pain, so I have not taken any drugs. I appreciate the fact that they allowed them to be there, but again, something else we preach on the show is to always do your research on these drugs. And because I swear to God, I haven't been in a hospital in a really long time, I did not know what some of these drugs were. So I went and did my research, went back the next day. I was not interested. I don't want that in my system. The pain is not intolerable. It's not great, but it's something I can get through. So I decided not to go that route. That's just me personally. And what I want to do talk about though is deathbed regrets. When I'm in this hospital anyway, I've been fortunate enough. I did one show about meeting the old lady who wanted to smoke. Oh man, I seen her again. Beautiful lady. But the way this is situated where I'm at, and it's kind of near, what would you call it? Like when you're in the hospital for the rest of your life type thing. I don't know what it's called. It's escaping me. Long-term care, we'll call it. I see a lot of these people, man, who don't have the use really of their bodies anymore. They have machines breathing for them, or else they're carrying around oxygen. They're, not really walking anymore. They're in some type of medical or motorized, is the one I say, not medical, motorized vehicle, or they have somebody pushing them. And, I talk to these people, and, you probably heard, if you're into this type of show and you go online, you've seen it where, Gary Vee is one of the guys I remember he says, go hang out at an old folks home, man, because you do not want to die with regret. And I get to talk to some of these people, and all they want, man, except for the old lady that I was talking to the other day, she just wanted to smoke, but all they want, I'm sure, is to be out of that hospital, living a life, and probably being with their loved ones, whether that's kids, grandkids, husband, wife, I don't know, but I can't say I love going into hospitals, but that to me is what I'm talking about when I talk about these universal lessons. For me, the last few days I've talked about doubt, and I've talked about like being scared to submit, or maybe not scared is not the right word, right? But procrastinating, there's a better word, procrastinating. Oh, I can put that off till tomorrow. But guess what, bro? You might not be guaranteed tomorrow. And when it gets to a point, at some point for each and every one of us listening, we will be at a point where we can't do this anymore. You know what I mean? The body will give out. I don't know when or where that will not be, but when we have these moments that we have now, when we have our health, when we have our mental faculty, when we have our physical strength, when we have the skill set to do what we're doing, it's not going to always be there. So we need to push ourselves, if that's what's in us, to push ourselves to not get to those ages, man, because I'm telling you, my knees buckle when I'm in there and I see somebody that's, you know is just they're in pain and they don't really want to be on this plane anymore. That for me is a tough pill to swallow because I have so much life still in me. And I even think now I'm not doing enough, right? So going to those places and hanging with those people inspires me to be better, do better. Because at some point, we will not have this choice to slack off or to watch a movie instead of hustling, grinding, or whatever the hell we want to call it, right? So yeah, that's something, I don't know, it's just kind of buckled me lately. Yeah, these people are barely alive, man, and we are full of life. And it's just really rocked me to my core lately. It's part of 2019, maybe. I don't know. I get even talking about it, I get a little choked up, man, because it's going to happen to us all someday. Woo! And let's prolong that day as long as we can, and that's why we talk longevity through a healthy lifestyle, man. Let's push off the inevitable as long as we can. Let's be in this great position as long as we can, people. On that note, I thank you for listening to my rants. I thank each and every one of those people at the hospital because you each taught me something about myself, and I'm going to push harder now. So I appreciate that. Thank you all. We will be talking to you tomorrow. Ignite your purpose. I thank you. Be safe. Be better just a little bit than you were yesterday. Do your best. Forget the rest. Love y'all.